studio live, and Daniel, he hardly said a word. He's changed. He's definitely a different Dubois. Do you think, is he underestimating you a little bit here?
I wouldn't say he's underestimating. The way that I see it is that there's always big fights being planned for the future. But Daniel and his team around him, they know what they're doing. They know that they have to prepare for this fight in front of them. And in order to get those big fights, you must take care of the fight in front of you now. I think with Daniel, we've seen confidence because of what he's done in the ring and the way he's done it. You know, stoppages, but also the belief. I think we've seen more belief, more belief in himself and the performances that he's been putting on.
Yeah. There's probably an element of the fight. I mean, the fight's obviously in everybody's eyes now, but there's maybe an element that has been undersold a little bit because of Tyson's announcement for retirement, which was obviously massive news. Regarding the fight moving forward, I don't want you to get ahead of yourself, but assuming you do what you think you're going to do, and that is win the fight, what would be next for you then, mate? Would it be a crack at Usyk?
I would love, listen, it'll be beat Dubois and be champion of the world, 2-time world champion, and then the next fight would be Usyk, unless they want a rematch clause, or unless there's other fights that Queensbury, who are looking after me now, and Spencer Brown might want to do. But I feel like the winner of this fight will probably go on to fight Usyk.
There you have it, guys. Joseph Parker is claiming it. He wants Oleksandr Usyk after Daniel Dubois. And let me counterpunch. I think when they asked Joseph Parker, like, hey, you know, do you think he's overlooking you? And he's like, nah, it's just people plan for the future. They plan for the future. That's all. No, it ain't all. He did overlooking you. He did disrespect you. He is saying that I'm going to go and run right over you. That's what Joseph Parker should say. He should use that shit for fuel, you know, because he's been overlooked. He's being looked over. Right? They're taking him like a sucker. They're taking him like a soft, easy touch, or a guy that's past his prime, like Daniel Dubois said. He said, I think he's past his prime. Since I think he's past his prime, I'm going to run over him like a dime. Bars. That's what he said. Okay, that's exactly what he said. So I think Joseph Parker, you know, Daniel Dubois, Joe Joyce, a lot of these guys, man, they don't have that. You know what I mean? They don't have that Jarrell Miller. They don't have that Floyd, Money Mayweather. They don't have that I am the greatest Muhammad Ali. They don't have that Roy Jones Jr. Y'all must have forgot. They don't have that shit. You see it. It's like that's that one element that's missing outside the ring that they ain't got. You see what I mean? And I like Joseph Spidey Parker. Okay, and you guys don't know why I call him Spidey Parker, because he got bit by a spider. You guys, I don't know if you guys know that, and he had to postpone a fight. But that's why they call him Spidey Parker. He's the spider supposed to give him Spidey senses. I don't know, some bullshit. But anyway, that's why they call him that. But nonetheless, okay, Joseph Parker wants to fight Oleksandr Usyk. I think he should claim it. I think he should match that energy like Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois is smelling himself. And the reason why he's smelling himself, I can't tell you on this platform. I got to tell you on Patreon. Yes, I know why he is the way he is now, and I am going to tell all that will be on Patreon, on my new platform, about that. But anyway, nonetheless, Joseph Parker should get like Daniel Dubois, because he should use that energy. Like, okay, you think I'm a soft touch? You think I'm an easy touch? Well, I'm going to whoop your ass then. And after I whoop you, hopefully there's no rematch between you and me. And I'm going to go right for the creme de la creme, Oleksandr Usyk. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to whoop you and then take on Usyk, which ain't a bad fight, because I would like to see Joseph Parker against Usyk, because what we learn about Usyk is the smaller the fighter, the more difficult the task. Styles make fights. And a lot of times when you got smaller guys against Usyk, like Beterbiev, okay, the guy that dropped him in the amateurs, okay, you got a challenge there. See, Usyk's good with big guys, because the big guys are flailing their arms, the long limbs and shit like that, like Tyson Fury. He can duck and slip and bob and weave and duck and dodge and all that shit. He can do that against bigger guys, but when it comes to smaller guys, the guys his height or eye level, he has some problems, and Joseph Parker may be the man to give him those problems. But you guys tell me what you think of Joseph Parker stating that he wants Usyk after he taps Daniel Dubois' ass. No diddy. Of course, please subscribe, and you guys been countered.